Hi, it's Darnell with Wheel of Recipes, and today I'm going to be cooking burgers in the Ninja Flip Toaster Oven and Air Fryer. Let's get cooking right now. Alright, so the ingredients for this cook are pretty straightforward. I've got 1 pound of ground beef here, and I'm also going to be using some garlic and herb seasoning. Nothing in this video is sponsored, nothing given to me. I just don't mind showing you what I'm using. And so basically what I'm going to do, just kind of get the meat pressed out a bit, and then going to sprinkle some seasoning on it. It's pretty simple. You can use the seasonings of your choice, whatever you prefer or like to use. So just sprinkle it in there, like so. Alright, now with the seasoning in there, basically start kind of grinding things together to make sure that the seasoning is very well mixed into all the meat, like this. Alright, and as we have things all well mixed in to the meat, basically now I can divide it out, and I don't like to try and weigh it and all that stuff. I just make some patties based on feel. I just try to make 3 or 4. I'm going to try and do 4 this time out of this pound of meat. So let's see if I can get about 4 out. So yeah, that's good. About 4. So I'm going to press out these burger patties now. You can try and put a little divot in them to try and keep them from swelling in the middle too much. So just putting like a little dent in the middle, see if that helps prevent them from swelling up too much as they cook in the middle. So just putting them back here on the air fry rack, although I'm going to be using broil for the actual cook. And I'll talk to you about why in a moment. Well, actually, I'll talk to you about why now, since I'm here getting these patties together. I have found with this cooker in particular, it can be prone to smoke. And using a cook function that doesn't have bottom heat helps to less likely have smoke issues. So I'm not going to use the air fry, which could have some heat coming from the bottom and the top. I'm going to use broil, where I just have heat coming from the top, drippings falling down. I'll have the bake pan underneath on the wire rack, and that way as the drippings fall down, they won't be getting heated from underneath from a heating element underneath, and perhaps there won't be a smoke issue. But if there's a smoke issue, I've found when smoke issues occur, lower the temperature and things do okay. But this cooker, I found it just has some smoke issues that I don't encounter with some others. There are over 900 videos on this channel. Over 80 different cookers have been reviewed and checked out here, so you can always check out a lot of the others that I've used here as well. But got all the burger patties laid out now. So now I'm going to go ahead and open things up here, get the air fryer rack on that upper rack level. Actually, I'm going to put the pan down first. It's easier to get both in, kind of doing it like this. So, pan in there. There we go. There we go. It'll slide in real nice like that. So, with that, I'm going to get things onto the broil setting. So things are on broil, and for broil I'm going to use the high broil. We'll see how things go with that. For time, I'm probably not going to need a full 20, but we shall see. So I'm putting it on 20 to start, and you know it has a quick little preheat. It does preheat for like maybe a minute or so, and then it just starts going. So we're going to just let it run. So let's start. Well, actually broil, there is no preheat. So other functions have that quick preheat, but broil, it just gets going. So we'll just let it run for a bit. Alright, so things been going about 10 minutes. I'm going to check them and flip them. And you have to hit the pause, well, the start button to pause. The door doesn't auto pause. No smoke issues so far, which is good. Let me see if I can get this out of here. See what the temp is so far. We're in the 130s. You who like them at that point, you know, this would be the point for you to stop. But I'm going to be going to the well done. But you who don't like to go that far, I guess you've reached your stopping point. Flip it over. Alright, so got them all flipped. Gonna give them about another 5, and we'll see what we have after that. Alright, 15 minutes, things are smelling good in there. Let's check it out. Let's get things pulled out here. So let me check the temperature really quick first, and we'll see how the temperature of things are. We're in the 150s. Yeah, so we're good. Good. Yeah, we're in the 150s, so we're in good shape as far as temperature. Things are all good and done. So you can see them pretty well there. Alright, so I'm going to get all the burgers off on fleet here. Oops, take that one off. Number 3 and number 4. So there we go. There are our burgers. They look nice. They look juicy. You see lots of juice on them. So they're doing good. You want to give them about 5 minutes to rest before you consume them, because that juice that kind of went in while they were hot will come out through all the meat and make it nice and juicy. And so basically in the video description there are lots of ways to help the channel, such as my cookbook, merch, membership, donations, link to the Amazon shop where you pay the same price, help the channel. Also, you can check out my blog, superwaveovenrecipes.com. That's superwaveovenrecipes.com. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Share the video with a friend, leave comments, subscribe, hit that notification icon, and good eating.